What's up, world, and welcome back to another episode or another season of Mix and Chat. I'm your boy Javi, here with my boy D'Lo.
Yo, what's up?
Now let's get into it. So let's get right into it. Formerly, what's your number? But now we saying, how you feeling, D'Lo?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm in production now at my new job.
Ooh, period.
So I'm out of training.
Yes, I'm doing finger taps, not clapping. Clapping's too loud.
So although I'm still trying to calm down from Thanksgiving and stuff, because Thanksgiving is usually a busy holiday, especially we gotta go to the different families.
Oh, as far as where y'all go, I thought you were saying as far as work, because I worked for it.
Well, that and no, we was off Thanksgiving.
Hey, period.
But
I'm on holidays.
But since we got back this week, we've been running nothing but 9 hours.
Ooh.
So
that's why you said you got off at the time you got off.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you having to start early too?
No, just that.
Later.
So, I mean, it's not bad. It's just I either because I'm dealing with can't get into too much of it just because it's a sensitive job, but it's mainly doing FSA like spending account cards and stuff like that.
Got you.
And kind of doing insurance type claims. But so I don't know if it's the time of the year or if they kind of gave us some easy claims for the auditing.
Oh, you've been getting love.
But now I'm feeling real life.
It's the complete opposite.
So yeah, I'm kind of where I was stressing with the claims and the audit. Now I'm kind of wishing I had those back because it was a little bit easier. So, but yeah, other than that, I'm excited. Basketball season starting back. We are in a few games.
So. Come on, UK! I've seen some of the results.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that.
We'll definitely get into that because there's mixed feelings all around with people on that. So, other than that, man, how you feeling?
I feel good. To be honest with you, today was a big moment for me in my life. My eyes were opened, my ears were tuned, and I realized and understood some universal shit. When that adulting hits you, it's not like something bad. It was something good. It was something that I needed to do for myself.
Yeah.
Stop giving so much to other people and start giving what I'm giving to other people to me.
Right.
So I can see my own value and my own worth and appreciate what I do for other people by doing it to myself.
Right.
Myself.
It's a hard lesson. It took me a while to figure that out too.
Yeah. And so I just realized that, okay, I need to stop pursuing in things as far as relationships or talking to people. Stop going the extra mile for that and just let it happen.
Right.
And just see how people move and adjust to that as far as not conforming to how they want, but actually holding stead in what I believe and what I want.
Yeah.
And not being like, oh, okay, you like it like that, we could do it like that. No. I know what I want. I know what I like. I'm not conforming if it's not going to make me happy.
Right. So, but also too, and this goes for everybody out there.
Listen.
That, relationships are compromised.
Yeah, and so I understand that.
There are some compromises. So
I understand that.
Hold tight what there are some things that you can hold strong.
But when I say what I mean is, and I can say it because I don't think any of the people or any the person that I'm talking to is listening. But I'm really not talking to anybody, honestly. I'm just hanging out with people. I might have went on some dates or whatever, but it's just that when you give somebody your time and you are the one that's putting out more energy and more enthusiasm and more, you're putting yourself out there more than they're putting themselves out there. Like you're the one that's texting. You're the one that's driving.
Yeah,
you're the one that's making the plans. You're the one that's doing, like, you're doing 100% and this person's doing 25.
Yeah. No, I definitely.
But you see that they do 50 to 75% with somebody else, then it's kind of like, I understand that I'm just going to sit back and be me. And if you want to conversate and hang out with me, you're going to ask me now.
Right.
I'm not going to take.
No, I understand that.
Because I'm done. I'm the type of person that texts every morning and say, hey, good morning. Hope you have a great day. Hit me up sometime if you get bored or if you just want to chat. Like, I'm that type of person that says at least good morning every morning.
Yeah.
Make sure you slept well, you know? And I know everybody's not like that. And everybody doesn't respond. But, like, if I don't say a good morning to you, like, don't go all day and not say anything to me.
Yeah, at least shoot away.
Or if I say good morning to you, don't wake up, read the text. And it's not not like I have a red receipt on, because I don't. So I don't see when people, unless they have their red receipts on, I don't see when somebody sees the message.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, but don't go all day.
Yeah.
With my good morning. And then at the end of the day, say, oh, I had a great day. How was your day? Like.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it.
Be considerate that somebody wrote you that morning.
Yeah,
I know you might have been in a rush.
Time to think about you to write you.
I know you might have been in a rush, but bro, like, you looked at your phone at least 500 times before you got to work.
Yeah.
Let's be real. It's 2024.
Yeah. People's faces are stuck in their phones.
No, so I just realized that the extra steps that I was taking, I need to take those steps for myself.
Yeah.
Give that energy to myself so I can see how my value is.
And you should, because, I mean,
I've been doing that a lot lately, but I just seem like I've been reverting back to my old ways, and I just needed to check.
It's easy when you're when you've done a certain way for a long period of time. It's easy to revert back.
I really don't want a roommate. I want to live alone. I need to be by myself so I can come back to myself. I watched a YouTube video.
I had to do it. When the time came, I got an apartment by myself. And I pretty much spent a year and a half to myself.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that because, like, I've never had that. I have. I was married for 10 years. I was with someone for 10 years. Yeah, married for 5. So I've lost myself over that time in that person. Which I should have never let that happen, but it did.
At that time, when I did that, and remind you, it's only been maybe 6-7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, but when I did that, that was my first time ever being by myself like that.
Oh, see, I lived by myself for a year, but I've had roommates other times where I didn't live at home, and I was pretty much on my own.
Yeah.
And then I lived by myself again when I first moved. Me and my husband first separated. Well, not first separated. When we first separated, I moved and lived on my own, and then I've got this roommate now.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to be by myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
Like, it's scary and it gets upsetting and it gets lonely sometimes, but at the same time, I watched this YouTube video is what I'm getting to, and he kind of explained, like, the rewards of being by yourself, like what you gain instead of looking at it as, oh my God, I'm so lonely.
Yeah, and not even that, but it's like how you deal.
I want to look at it the opposite way.
Yeah, it's kind of like how you deal with those, like you said, those boring times where you're just sitting there. You know, it's
that's the biggest thing.
That's when you really find yourself.
But I'll just get up and create some routines. Because I'll get up and start dancing. Like
at that point in time, what's really important is to find what makes you happy. Find what you want to do.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Get out. And I've done that before. I did do that before, and that's what I need to focus on, because I'm more focused on, okay, I'm not with him anymore, so I want to throw myself back out there. It's been 2 years, yeah, but at the same time, those 2 years, I was also talking to somebody else at that time too. Right. So I never had the chance to be by myself.
Yeah.
So I think I need to do that. But we just rambled. I just rambled all up into a whole new topic. But let's get focused again, because we got a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah, a lot
We've been on break for 2 weeks, and a lot is going on. Like this whole season is going to be like a blueprint making season. For those of you all that don't know, me and D'Lo started this podcast 3 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago. This is season 3. And we just...
Actually, it's about to come up on a year that we've been doing this.
Yeah, almost a year. And we have decided that we want to elevate, really. It's not even like change things up, just elevate. We want to rebrand. We want to see if a third or a fourth would fit, and nothing's ever promised, but we want to give the opportunity for others that want to be podcasters, or to see if we mesh better or flow better with a third or fourth host. One thing's for sure and one thing's for certain: me and D'Lo are going to be together. It will not be me leaving and D'Lo finding a replacement. If we're both always going to be here. If neither one of us are here, it's only because of that episode and we got something to do. But as far as this podcast, this is me and his. Okay, so that's one thing you never have to worry about. But we will have several. I think almost every other episode is going to have special guests. Not really special guests, but we're going to be like auditioning / seeing what works as far as other hosts that we have. We've got a list. And the first time that we're going to have it is next week, hopefully. We'll have someone in or 2 people come in and co-host. So we'll all have our topics. It'll, of course, be a long episode, so you all get plenty to chew on and digest in the mix and chat, because it's going to be real mixed.
Yeah, definitely. And it'll be a good episode, though, for real. Like, I'm excited to get this journey, this adventure on this journey.
But the very first thing is what you got. What did you tell the people what you got them?
Yeah. So we've been doing okay with like on the equipment and stuff like that, but to where we probably can add a third and a fourth. We're getting some better mics with 4 this time.
Yes, it'll be 4 mics, so we won't be crowded around 1 mic, 2 people to 1 mic. It'll be 4. But not just that, but we also are going to be working on getting our own sound. As far as those little petty little boom boom cats that y'all hear right now in the background and in the intro, I make those up. And me and D'Lo would sometimes kind of like collaborate and like listen to them together and come up with one, and they're petty. I know. They're just
they work though.
They're space fillers. Yeah, they really do, because they're simple and they're not too much. But we're gonna actually work on something special, something that's original, unique, and tailored to Mix and Chat. The third and final thing about it is we don't know what the podcast will be called next season. We don't know if it's going to continue to be Mix and Chat or it's going to be called something different. If we're going to do a complete rebrand, due largely in part to us potentially getting a third or a fourth. And we want them to feel comfortable and at home with everything as well. So this season will go as planned. We already implemented the first little thing we wanted to change, which was what's your number? It's now how you feeling. And going forward, you'll see other changes happening and taking place. Also, we're going to be coming up on some merch soon, starting next season, so y'all be looking out for that. But without further ado, let's get right into the season. When we come back, we will dive right into our first topic. See you soon. United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was assassinated in the streets of New York.
And it was crazy.
Was it New York?
Yeah, it was right there. It was right in front of Manhattan Hotel.
Yes.
Was
it night? I think it was night.
No, it was morning.
It was morning. Yeah, that's why it looked so dark.
I was sitting here. I was working when they announced news. It.
Oh no. So there's a video of the assassination out where he's clearly unknowingly just walking down the street and some guy with a backpack and a black jacket and a hood comes up, pulls out this gun, a 9mm with a suppressor on it, and lays into this man. Not just lays into him, but an innocent bystander was standing right next to the man when he started shooting and ran the opposite way.
Yeah.
You can't really tell if the person has a mask on their face from that angle, from the camera's angle of him shooting, but they do have surveillance photos of his face.
Yeah, now they do. It took a couple days, but it took a day.
So now there's a manhunt that's underway for him.
So what happened was they don't think it was a random act of violence.
You think it was a hit?
Yeah. Well, from the video, you can tell it was a hit because the person was standing right there.
Yeah, like from the video, it was like.
So when he walked up to him,
this was calculated.
Yeah, this was very calculated because he walked up, he shot him in the back.
My thing is,
he went to shoot him again, and the gun jammed.
And he had to,
so he unjammed it,
and then laid into his ears some more.
So this was very calculated.
What was weird to me, and I'm sorry to cut you off. What was weird to me is that even when the man was down, he was still walking towards him, shooting him.
Yeah.
Like, he is clearly down.
Yeah, like, no, this was like...
He tried to run after the first shot.
Yeah, no, this was personal. This was very personal.
That's what I was about to say. I want to know if that boy that allegedly killed him or assassinated him, if that was something related to him. Because that was, like, almost passionate. Like, I want you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
my thing is, was it something that had to do with him particularly, or a family member where they had United Healthcare and they ended up dying?
Well, that's the thing about being a CEO of that type of nature.
A lot comes to mind. Like, he should not have been walking the streets without some type of security or something.
Well, that's what they're saying because and I've never been to New York. I really want to go.
You've never been to New York?
Oh my
God!
But so apparently, that's like one of the busiest areas you can be in for New York.
The part where they were?
Yeah.
And the only thing that was really busy was the road.
Yeah.
Like, I seen cars going by as this was happening.
Yeah. So, like, it was very out in the open.
Yeah.
Like, it was, and then had the nerve to walk away like nothing happened. Like, everybody let him walk away like nothing happened, and he jumped on the e-bike and then rode to Central Park.
Look, it just popped up on our TV as we're recording this on Thursday, December the 5th. This isn't going to air until Monday the 9th, but yeah, they have video surveillance. There's a manhunt underway as of Thursday. The bullet casings found at the scene had the words "deny, defend, and dispose" written on them. I wonder what says. Well, there's a book out that's called "Delay, Deny, and Defend: Why Insurance Companies Don't Pay." I can't remember what the rest said, but I'm assuming it's related. All of that is related. It's crazy to me that it's still this severe.
Yeah.
Like, it's 2025. It's getting worse, actually. I'm not saying still this severe because it's getting worse.
Yeah.
But I thought that was crazy. I thought that was something that needed to be brought to people's attention. Not only that, but of course Trump, but that's for a later topic. He's back at his...
I know. And I was like, when we get done with season 2, that's why I went into season 2 at the end, after the election.
Is it North Korea or no? It's North Korea that's actually called martial law.
Actually, that's funny because that ended as quickly as it started.
That's wild.
Like they started. The president started martial law
because we can,
and then like their House or Senate, their congressman took it away. They shut it down. So it was like they started and ended martial law on a lunch break.
Wow,
that's wild. Like, but now their South Korean president is on the verge of getting impeached for that.
It's crazy.
So yeah, it's wild. I had a feeling this year that we was going to see some things this year. It always happens when it happens when Trump is involved. It does. I don't know what it is. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
It's a never-ending event when Trump is in office. Yeah. It's a festival of craziness the entire time.
I don't get it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But speaking of festivals and things that are actually exciting to do and see, there's several things coming up over the course of the holiday season and winter, and just leading up to winter and Christmas, and a little bit of after Christmas too here in Lexington.
Yeah.
So I had to get some events drawn up to let y'all know about. As far as the Opera House, which I'm looking at like indoor events right now, just because it's cold. And it got cold quick.
Well, of course, about this time they always had the Southern Lights.
Oh yeah, Southern Lights, where you can drive through and see that. Yeah, that opened the day after or the day of Thanksgiving or Black Friday, I think.
Yeah, when it opened. It's usually about the 1st of December.
Yeah, I haven't went. Have you went yet?
Not yet, but I know my mom will want to.
Yeah, we're gonna go eventually. It's going to happen. It's a tradition. And also Louisville, they have the Mega Caverns too, where you can go through the tunnels, the caves, and see the lights. Have you ever done that?
I haven't done that.
Oh, you gotta do that.
Yeah.
And then they have the I think they do the pumpkins that are carved into like winter, like it's like a winter wonderland is what they call it.
Well, it's like one year
up in Louisville too.
Yeah, it's like Park. It's like one year. The year I told you I was by myself, I ended up going down to Nashville for about this time, and like the Grand Ole Opry, and they have like little cool drive-through stuff. So,
but. Speaking of, just right here in Lexington, there's things to do that aren't far away from us.
Yeah.
As far as the Opera House, there's the acoustic jam coming December the 7th at 7:30. It's like music. So if you enjoy music and acoustics, like it's a whole jam. Like they have intermissions. You can get your drinks. You can get your cocktails. The Opera House really does a nice thing.
I actually haven't been there yet.
I love the Opera House. I've seen several operas there. I cried when I seen Rent there, and I've also worked several events there with ROTC back in high school. So it was kind of like I was behind the scenes in all black, and then I got to actually sit in the audience and see. I seen the Nutcracker there years ago, but it's really good. Another thing that's happening is the Lexington Ballet Company is going to be there from December 13th through the 15th, the 20th through the 22nd. And that's for their different events. So you have to go to the Lexington Ballet Club to see online to see what events are going to be taking place on those days.
Oh, okay.
But also they'll be putting on the Concert with the Stars January the 11th. So I thought that was cool because like it's the Stars of Lexington. So you get to see like popular names in Lexington like dance and stuff. So it's fun.
Yeah.
But coming to Rupp Arena, which is you already know, it's the live events. They have Cirque Dreams Holidays. So it's like Cirque du Soleil, but it's their Christmas holidays.
I always wanted to check out Cirque du Soleil.
So that'll be in Rupp Arena December 8th. So that's the day before this airs. So it'll be already passed by the time that y'all are hearing this.
Yeah.
But yes. Also, on the 13th of December, my platinum playlist featuring T.I., Little John, Monica, and the Yin Yang Twins is going to be at Rupp Arena. So that's
I haven't heard about that. That's crazy.
Now you do, and it happens on the 13th. So if you want to go, check them out. I didn't check to see how much the tickets were.
They probably expensive.
They probably aren't,
I don't
honestly,
know.
Because I've seen the Maren Morris concert, and that wasn't expensive.
Well, it's like
Janet Jackson wasn't expensive.
Well, it's like we wanted to go see Matt Wraith. He's Saturday at Rupp Arena.
Okay. This Saturday?
Yeah. And so we went. We was looking at tickets for that, and they're a little expensive. So,
are they?
Yeah.
Oh man, I bet you it's because the other tickets are sold out.
Probably.
Yeah. But there's still time to look at the My Platinum playlist featuring T.I., Little John, Monica. Y'all you know The Boy Is Mine, Monica, and the Ying Yang Twins.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Every time I hear the Yang Twins, I just think of how raspy their voice is. But also on December 22nd, Lindsey Sterling, which is like the violinist that also does ballet. Like she does ballet as she's playing the violin. She has a couple of songs that's on Beat Saber that I dance and do the Beat Saber to. She's in concert at Rupp Arena on the 22nd. I actually might be going to that. Maybe. Depending if I don't cut off the person. Back to making sure I'm reclaiming myself.
Right.
If that person is still there, then we might go together. But I really want to go because I really like her.
Well, you should actually honestly take this time and do something for yourself and go and check out an event by yourself.
I want to go to that concert. I just won't be sitting next to him.
Right.
I won't know that he's there. But I also thought about looking up to see what things are going on in December at the Opera House because I really like to go to operas. I really enjoy myself at operas, and I'll go to opera by myself, no problem. I'll sit up there and cry in my own little corner, in my own little chair.
I'll cry in my own little corner.
But yeah, those are some events that are coming to Lexington, and some that are going to Louisville and Nashville because you did say Nashville has some things going on, and I know for a fact that Sevierville and Pigeon Forge has events going on in Tennessee too.
Yeah.
You can't do the mountain coaster right now. It's too cold, people. Quit crying about it.
And then one thing that always goes on about this time, the My Old Kentucky Train.
Yes.
They have
the dinner train.
Yeah, they have like the events of like they have like a Christmas event. Like I think they're gonna
the Polar Express.
Yeah, I think they're getting ready to do like a Polar Express thing. They have like
love it.
They do have like a murder mystery Christmas type thing. I do too.
I want to do that.
I do too.
Ooh, we should look into that.
Yeah, I've been looking into it because I want to. Tamara wants to go. So
because I was also invited to do a Polar Express trip and I didn't do it for a holiday. It's because me and my husband had separated, and I still got invited, but I turned it down.
Right,
it wouldn't have been the best vibes.
And then they also have like if people are into that, I do like bourbon. So, but they have like a bourbon excursion.
Okay,
it's like a bourbon taste tester.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, if they have wine, you let me know because I'll pop up. But yeah, there's all types of fun events coming to Lexington, and then the ice skating rink should be opening soon in downtown Lexington at Triangle Park.
Have they lit up the lights yet downtown?
The Christmas tree?
Yeah,
I don't think they have. They might have. I haven't looked.
I can't remember if they do that like on the first weekend of December.
Yeah, but you can check out all the events that are coming to Lexington through Herald Leader if you have that subscription. I do not.
No, I do not.
The LEX18's website, they have events that are in Lexington. And topsinlexington.com. You can also look them up on there. And these are free sponsors, so if y'all listening and want to actually pay me to sponsor you, let's do it.
And probably about the easiest way to go to check those things that you said it's also on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
They got Facebook.
Yeah, just go to the website or just type in events in Lexington December 2024 and stuff will pop up.
Yep.
You see all types of events. All right. Well, when we come back, we will dive into our next topic.
Speaking of events, which is the one I'm excited about.
Yeah.
UK basketball.
All right.
Started back.
When we come back, we're going to let y'all know how the startup is going on.
Yup.
See you in a second.
All right. So, like I said, man, basketball's back in full swing.
Yes. I've been seeing some things pop up, but I don't want to say anything.
Yeah. I mean, we started off good.
Okay.
We did go 7-0.
Period.
And I did say did because we did lose our first game Tuesday.
To who?
Clemson, which I'm not really mad at.
Okay.
We did beat Duke, which that was one of the games I was worried about. And that was a good win.
We beat Louisville, didn't we?
Or
have we not played?
We haven't played Louisville in basketball.
But why did I see? Oh, we played them in football.
Yeah, we lost.
That's why I see them.
Yeah, we not talking about the football team.
Y'all know I work at UK Hospital, so the game traffic blocks. The tailgaters block us. We can't park in our parking lot when the tailgaters are there. So they make me so mad, but I love them to death.
But yeah, so we lost against Clemson, which I'm not really mad at because which we did get up to number 4. I don't know where we're going to be after this loss. But
is it going to drop us dramatically?
Yeah, probably not dramatically, but it is going to drop us
to like 6 or 7.
Man, probably we still may be in the top 10. Okay. Honestly, maybe, I don't know. We'll see how the rest of this week goes for the other teams.
You darn too.
But the thing I was worried about with Clemson, what people wasn't really putting in a factor, and they was like, "Oh, we're gonna blow them out," is that they were on a 3-game winning streak. Now they're on a 4-game winning streak against the top 5 team. And so we were number 4. So they had momentum. And we did some mistakes. I will say I do like this. Like, it's refreshing to see a team have so much fight in them.
With UK?
Yeah, because...
Okay, Pope is doing what needs to be done.
Yeah, because in the Calipari era, what you would get is if they were down by 5, it was hard for them to come back.
Yep.
They were down by 10,
the game's not over till it's over.
Yeah, baby. But I don't know. It's kind of a mixture. I like to see the fight that they have. Mm-hmm. I do like his coaching style. There are some things I think he needs to tweak,
and he will over time.
And he will. I like I said, I already see some of the growth he has done between the games. Mm-hmm. So, which the Duke game was crazy. But people don't know about. So our coach Mark Pope, he played for UK, won a national championship with UK. Mm-hmm. The Duke coach, is the first time coach of UK. Okay, so the Duke coach was a first time coach.
Okay,
played for the school.
Okay.
And won a national championship with the school.
Oh, so they're both in the same boat, kind of.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But it's always bittersweet when we beat Duke. It's always bittersweet.
Oh my God, I love whooping Duke.
So as long as we can beat Duke, I'm kind of with my mom on the way she's thinking right now. If we beat Duke. As long as we beat Arkansas and Louisville, everything else, what happens in the season is gold.
No. So, you gotta want them to win every game.
No, I do, but if they win those 3 games, I'm kind of cool with whatever happens. You know what I mean?
You sound like a hardcore fan though, because that's how they be. I don't care if they don't win on this one or this one, as long as they win this one. Ronald will not come at me about Louisville. So, that's how they be.
But yeah, it's but yeah, man, it's exciting.
UK's climbing and growing.
Yeah, I like the way that they're sharing the ball. There are some players I'm like, man, you need to sit back down. Like,
ooh,
but
yeah. So we talked enough about the coach. How are the players?
There is one guy, he played for San Diego State, who was in the championship last year with UConn. He got in transfer portal and came to us. His name is Butler. I like him. I like his style of being a point guard. Let's see. I'm still learning their names, but let's see here. I think it's... Hold on, bear with me.
So everybody. The other coaches, how are they as far as with the players or on the court? Or do you feel like the defense that they do is better than the offense? Do you feel like it's like equal?
It's kind of equal right now. Like Berea, his shot, he's got a sweet shot. You know, like from his stands and everything. Like
he's a point guard.
No, well, he's a guard. But I would put him more as a shooting guard.
Okay.
Well, nowadays it's scoring guard.
Gotcha.
But
they didn't change the name of it.
Well,
Lord have mercy.
Today's basketball is more positionless basketball.
Gotcha.
Like me growing up,
you play in the court.
Yeah, like me growing up,
you're not playing the man. You play in the court.
Yeah. So like when I was growing up, I started off as a center and power forward because I was taller than everybody else. But if I would have kept playing and furthered into basketball, I would have been a point guard. Because
you're one of the shorter ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because like if you're thinking about it, I'm 6'2".
And they be 7'4".
Yeah. So, and you would think 6'2" is tall.
To me, yeah. Because I'm 5'7".
Yeah.
But 5'8". But we're not gonna say what I am.
But to me, that's not short. That's not tall. Like I'm kind of like average height right now. You know what I mean? Like compared to like other people that in the sport, you know. So but I still Owe, he's Otega Owe, he I like his style of play. Like he's a good style.
What's his position?
He's another guard.
Okay.
I'm still waiting to see our Kentucky boys get more acclimated with it. You know, as far as Trent Noah and Travis Perry. So, because I always like to see the Kentucky boys playing on the court, you know. But yeah, man, I'm excited. It's been a long time since I've been this excited. So this is the first time in a long time I've actually been this excited about UK basketball. Instead of just sitting there and be like, oh, here we go again. What are we going to get into this season?
Hey, you were so excited he had to say it 3 times.
So, yeah, it's
I know it's right.
It's going to be good. I can't wait.
They're bringing it back to you. Bringing it back what it means to be a Kentuckian and enjoying their actual program.
The one thing I like.
You even sporting UK right now.
Yeah, like the one thing I like about what Pope did when he came in was he took, because like Calipari hung up all the people that he put in the NBA in the practice facility.
Oh yeah.
Pope, he came in and took all that down to where the only thing you've seen in the practice facility is the banners.
Facts.
Because that's what you're playing for. You're not coming here playing just to go to the NBA.
Pro, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was so tired of that. Like, we didn't get the chance to enjoy the people because they were gone.
Yeah. So
after 1 year.
Yeah.
like come on. Like shit. It's a revolving door at this point. There's no like, let me build a legacy here.
Yeah, and then I mean, and that's another thing too. Like he probably had people's pictures up on the wall that went to the NBA that's not really doing anything right now, or didn't actually make it in the NBA, because there's only like a handful of UK players that actually are doing something right now.
Facts. But yeah, but I'm glad UK is actually bringing back the culture of UK, and though they did have 1 loss, they had 7 wins.
Yeah, and I'm actually glad we got that loss out of the way before conference play.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm interested to see how they learn from it.
Yeah.
You know,
this will be fun to watch.
Yeah, most people were like, tearing them down. Quick to tear them down after a loss. But I like to see how they adapt and how they learn from loss.
I'm just glad that basketball takes place indoors because outdoors is freezing.
Honestly, that's why it was always my sport. Like, as soon as I grabbed it, as soon as I like touched the basketball, like I was in love with the sport. But
because football goes in snow.
I know
sleet,
like when I was in middle school,
rain.
The middle school coach at Mason County kept hounding me and my brother about me playing football, and I was like,
no, thank you, sir.
It's too cold for me.
So going on Monday, well, this week, as far as Monday through Friday coming up, Monday is supposed to rain.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday is supposed to rain in the morning, so it's supposed to rain all day Monday, and these are the predictions as far as Thursday when this is recorded. Monday's supposed to rain. Tuesday, rain in the morning. Wednesday, mostly cloudy. Thursday, partly cloudy. Friday is mostly sunny. And Saturday is partly cloudy. But only one day is the temperature anywhere near 60. Other than that one day, every other day it's like mid 40s to low 20s.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, not low 20s, but mid 20s. And it's like, why?
Well, at night it'll be cold, but but at least it gets up to the 40s. I mean, I can deal with the 40s, and because I do flex early in the morning.
Yeah, you're gonna be frozen.
There's been a couple of days where I was like, no.
Yeah, let me call it out.
I woke up and canceled the route. I was like, no, it's too cold for me.
Yeah, it's insane. But speaking of other insane things, when we come back, we will dive into Donald Trump's insane behavior to wrap up the podcast. And boy, is he crazier than ever with these nominations and betting.
I ain't got no words for it right now, man.
But we're going to dive particularly into one, the most important one, when we come back. All right, y'all. So welcome back, and let's dive right into probably our second to last, because we got another thing to talk about that just came up and I'm so excited about. But yeah, let's get into the clown of the century, Donald Trump, our next president. President-elect Donald Trump. Unless Kamala has something up her sleeve, because I still haven't seen that lady since her succession speech.
They're still trying to fight some of the votes, which I still think something funny happened with the votes.
Oh yeah.
There was no reason for that to be the way it went down, as far as it jumped up like it did.
But that's for another episode. This episode, we're more concerned about the people that he's trying to put into these roles.
Yeah.
He's got Elon Musk doing what is he doing?
So he came up with his own division.
Yeah.
Called Deutsche.
Yeah.
And basically it's about government spending. So they're trying to cut $2.7 trillion off the debt. And so what they're planning on doing is cutting like government
funding,
offices and stuff like that. Like they're getting ready to let go.
Like the Department of Education, they try to cut that.
They're going to try to take some off of
Project 2025.
They're trying to take some off the what veterans get.
Project 2025.
Yeah, it's all leading right there.
Wow. Yeah. I don't have anything to do with that. I've never talked.
That's why he's putting these people in the positions. Yeah. It's all coming to fruition.
So the person that I want to talk about on this episode particularly is the person that's being vetted right now, which is Hegseth.
Yeah, Pete Hegseth.
Pete Hegseth. So he has former colleagues that are like, how is he being vetted for this position? What is it? What is his position he's being vetted for right now?
Okay, so first of all, before we get into that, let's talk about his little background here. So
no, we need to let them know what position he's going for, and then we tell them the background.
It's a quick little background to lead up to what he's about to do, because he's about to take on a serious and big position.
Fulfillment.
Yeah, so he was he wasn't in the military, let's say that for
yeah, he was in the military.
He was in the military.
He has a book out.
But he was since he got out of the military, he was a co-host on Fox News, Fox and Friends.
Yes. Where there were several allegations against him there.
But so now, after we said that, the position that he's running, that they're trying to get him vetted for, is the head of the Pentagon.
The Department of Defense?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it's in control of all military, which he has no background in.
Okay, so this man that we're about to put into this position has been accused of SA, has a lot of allegations against him, including his mom going off on him when it came to him cheating on his wife and all of this. And now she's recanting her story. He has a book out that seems to be invoking a civil war. He mentioned something several times about potential civil war in the country, how it's the enemy from within, which Donald Trump coined this phrase apparently. He's a drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Several allegations from former colleagues on Fox and Friends said that they smelled alcohol on him right before recording or even during recording. He admitted that he sees alcohol as a medicine.
Yep.
So like, and just looking at him talk, I got the instant thing like, oh yeah, bitch, he drank.
Yeah.
Like you can just tell that man drank down like a jellyfish.
He has made it known that his personal opinion is to get stop having women in combat in the military.
Who they gonna replace them with? Because I'm not going. I'm not.
So
call me Switzerland.
But I mean, that's fitting coming. That's fitting coming from a guy that's had multiple affairs on coworkers, on female coworkers.
Facts.
So, like,
facts. But there's several others, but this was the one that really stuck out to me, and I assure you all that over the course of this season, you will hear all of their names.
Yeah, the one I was actually more worried about than him, which he did end up stepping down from getting vetted from it, was the person he was trying to put as the AG. Attorney General, which was what's his name? Matt Gaetz, which is another person, a Fox personnel. Well, no, he was a senator. He actually, as soon as he was in talks of getting vetted, he dropped out. Of the Senate. He was going on they had him on a investigation.
And my thing is, it's very apparent that Trump is trying to get everybody in office that are going to serve him like slaves.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they'll do anything he say.
Jump. How high you want me to jump?
That's the people he
seriously, wants. Dead ass.
Yeah, that's the people he wants. Like it
if
shocks
he says,
me.
Get on the floor and bark, they would do it.
It shocks me that he even has.
He is P. Diddy of the White House.
Yeah, it shocks me to even think that he has Elon Musk.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't have the full east wing of the White House full of baby oil.
Well, he was
having freak off every weekend.
Like he was.
P. Diddy's about to get pardoned like Joe Biden's son. Let me stop because that's another thing that happened.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I'm indifferent about it.
I see where Biden's coming from. Check it out.
Then again, Biden, you shouldn't have opened your mouth and said that you was never going to pardon your son when you didn't know the type of situation that could have possibly happened with your son to where you needed to pardon.
Well, no. So this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He got scared because when he said
Trump
that
was going to ruin him.
Like when he said that, he didn't think that Trump was going to win.
Yeah.
And then when he won and started putting all these people in the positions that he's putting people
he's like,
in,
I need to protect myself.
Yeah, he's like, because he's already, especially what was it? Matt Gaetz was talking about going after people.
It was still, he should never have said that because people look at him so different.
Oh, I mean, why?
Because
let me rephrase that. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Like at this point, his son is safe, so he don't give up. And he's not about to be president no more.
His son is safe.
He's a private citizen.
His son is safe. His presidency is about to end. He's about to retire and then aimlessly walk into the Amazon like he did after that press conference.
Period.
Like, he's about to go find a beach somewhere and enjoy the rest of his life. Yeah. So who cares? Who cares what people thinks of him now? You know what I mean? I wouldn't give no F's. None.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But still, at the same time, like, you should never have said that, because then it kind of made you look like you were doing it because you could.
Well, I mean...
technically he is. I mean, oh God.
Okay, so this is what makes this worse. So the day that
your son should have never got in trouble.
The day that he pardoned his son, Trump came out and tweeted.
But Trump's pardoned people too.
Well, hold on. So Trump sat there and tweeted, "Well, why you pardon your son? How about you include some of the January 6th hostages?"
Hostages.
Yes, the people that try to overthrow the government for him. He calls them. He continuously calls them hostages.
Wow. See, it's too much. It's too much. I just don't want neither one of them to be president. I don't even want Kamala to be president, because she disappeared. She completely said, "Poof, be gone." Her breath is too strong.
I mean, she probably. I
hope that when she pops back up, she's got a good something to talk about.
Yeah.
And I hope it's something that involves Trump not being president.
Well, honestly, if I was a part of this whole thing, I'd probably go in hiding too until I see what happens, because right now Trump is back and he's out for blood.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he has every single one of them Democrats bending the knee and kissing the ring.
But y'all stay tuned, because we got so much more coming on these topics that we've brought today. As far as, of course, you're going to always hear about the weather, upcoming events to Lexington and surrounding areas, the rest in peace to the CEO of United Healthcare. I didn't know him. I don't know his family, but condolences. We hope that the person is found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And then I ain't got nothing to say to Trump.
Yeah, no worries, man.
And that's on God. But we're gonna end this on a good note.
Yeah.
So it's close to becoming Christmas season. Are you in the spirit of Christmas?
Well, I am, but I was really never a Christmas type person. Like, I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong.
But did that not like jumpstart the weather outside?
I love being with family. I don't like the weather. I wish I was somewhere that was 60, 70 degrees all day, every year.
Yes.
But I mean, I do enjoy Christmas. I'm not a Grinch. I'm not a Scrooge or anything.
Right.
But I do like some of the shows that's coming on.
Yes. So when do y'all start decorating for Christmas? Or do you not decorate?
Well, I had to have a long talk with my mom one time, because she wanted to put the Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving. I was like, no, I ain't eating turkey and staring at a Christmas tree. So
staring at the future like, oh God, you coming?
All of a sudden, start hearing Mariah Carey out of nowhere, like
those TikToks.
Well, I think we're going to decorate. I think within this coming week.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think we're gonna decorate this year. I'm not in I want to so bad be in the spirit. And there's certain things that I'm doing that's kind of putting me in the spirit, but I'm just not going to be in the spirit enough to decorate. There's no Christmas tree, no Christmas presents that I buy. I get gift cards for people.
Yeah.
I don't have time to think about you when I'm trying to think about my future too.
And that's the thing though with nowadays. I'd rather get a gift card.
Exactly, because I don't want to have to tell you what to go buy for me. Just give me some money and let me buy it for my goddamn self. Yeah. I'll send you a picture of what I bought with what you gave me. Matter of fact, Zelle me.
Right.
Send it to me on Cash App. You ain't don't even buy the plastic. Just send it to me.
Yeah.
Say Merry Christmas in the receipt or something. I don't know. But what shows and movies and stuff do you like to watch during the holiday season, or what shows did you say were coming out?
Well, one thing we've been getting into. There has been this hospital show that came out. It's called Saint Denis.
Saint what?
Saint Denis.
On what?
It's on NBC, I think, and it's also on Peacock, I think.
But Saint Denis.
It's funny. It's got David Alan Grier. It's
really?
Yeah, it's kind of like
why are the Wayans brothers and David Alan Grier coming back with shows?
But I like it though.
Yeah, and have you seen Papa?
I've seen Papa's House.
Papa's House. It's good too.
Yeah. And also the Wayans are coming back to the screen, the Scary Movie franchise.
Yes, that's what's up. They are popping back up, honey. But like, we need to get our kids in show business so they can make us good money.
Right.
The kids are even funny.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But
there's also a show on. It's actually on the Food Network, but I guess Warner Brothers owns the Food Network, so it's on Max too. There's a baking competition, which I like. I like cooking shows, baking competitions. I like watching that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm impartial to it. I kind of like some, but I kind of don't.
Yeah, see, I'll sit there and watch Hell's Kitchen all day.
Not me. Not at all. I have to be interested and intrigued. It has to be catchy.
I am a huge fan of Gordon Ramsay.
Not so much over here. He just gives me too much drama.
Okay, so that's like watching Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that. If you actually like watch his cooking shows, like there's
he's severe up in here.
There's one that's called the F
I'm like, quit screaming at me if I punch you in your face. Oh man.
No, there's one that's called the F Word, where he has like two chefs that actually come into a restaurant and they're working for a spot. But the way he does it there is he's teaching them. So when he's teaching somebody versus people that he's already expecting to know the stuff, because that's what he's doing on Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah,
he's bringing people that he's expecting
to already know
what to do.
Yelling at them because they know.
Yeah, because like he's putting them up to be a head chef at one of his resort restaurants. Like, that's major.
It's devastating.
So you have to know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But like when he's actually teaching, it's actually a better experience, and I like the way he teaches when he cooks. So there's one on Netflix. It's called Is It Cake? They're coming out with a holiday special.
Okay.
And basically it's like they have like all types of stuff that they do, like cakes and stuff like that, you know. And some of the cakes, they look real. Like, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell from the
I did see a couple of episodes of that. Yes,
but they're coming out with a holiday thing. But the thing that was on Max is it's a Harry Potter theme.
Yeah, that's the one I'm excited for. Y'all know I'm a diehard. Y'all might not know I'm diehard Harry Potter.
Well, speaking of Harry Potter, they actually are releasing information out on Hogwarts Legacy 2.
Yes.
And
you talking about the game?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm glad I didn't purchase.
So yeah, that's another thing I'm gonna be looking into getting into back into too, is my gaming state of mind. To talk about some of these games, because PlayStation's doing some cool things too.
I'm excited. All these goodies.
Yeah. So like I want to get me a PlayStation Portal.
What is that?
Virtual
reality?
No. So the PlayStation Portal.
Listen,
it's a remote control. It's a remote play type situation. So it was like where you have a PlayStation 5 and like where you have yours upstairs. If you wanted to play your PlayStation 5 downstairs, you can take the controller with you, and it has a screen, and you can play it on the couch away from the PlayStation 5.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. What you're talking about. Yes.
They added an update to it to where it makes it more of a handheld gaming system, and where if you have the PlayStation Network Premium,
you don't need the PS5.
You don't need the PlayStation 5 because you can do the streaming games on it now.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You better get the PlayStation 5.
Oh, I'm getting ready to. Trust me. As soon as I work up more things out, I'll be working on getting that.
That's his Christmas gift to himself.
Right.
But what classic holiday movies do you enjoy to watch?
Oh man, of course, I always gotta go with Peanuts. It's Charlie Brown.
Yes. I like This Christmas with Chris Brown in it. I do like that one. It's not like old school classic. Peanuts is definitely.
I do like a lot of the classics.
What about like The Grinch?
Yeah.
Do you like the original, like the cartoon, or do you like the Jim Carrey version?
I like both.
Which one do you like better?
See,
I can't choose.
I can't. I really can't, because the classic's always gonna be a classic.
He's trying not to step on nobody's time.
No, the classic is always gonna be a classic.
Did you ever get into like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing, where like the back in the day? With,
Mom, I grew up.
Everybody looked like
my mom was like very into Christmas. As much as I am to like Halloween, she is into Christmas.
Okay.
So, Christmas is her holiday. So
I consider Harry Potter a holiday movie for like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween.
I always argue with this with people, because every time, now people are trying to say that Die Hard was a Christmas movie.
Girl, no.
I'm like, okay, well then we got to consider Batman Returns as a Christmas movie, because it happened during Christmas.
Yeah. It would be a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But Harry Potter, I feel like it goes from October to the end of December.
Yeah. So,
you should watch it in that order. But yeah, I'm excited for the movies that are coming out, and for the classics that are like gonna be airing. And I can't wait to see what all the different streaming services pops up, because they pop up all the holiday ones.
Well, so the shows now that we watched, that we talked about, are now going on their little Christmas break.
Yeah,
coming back in January. Their fall break.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then of course they'll come back up in January. But then,
do you think the floor is going to be like that?
No. So,
or do you think it'll be more like the circle?
Yeah. Well, the floor, it'll probably has its season finale with The Masked Singer.
Got you. Okay.
And then, so when that goes off, because they're already
We Are Family. I hope that comes back.
I do too. We Are Family. What was the other one? They're getting ready to do another Legos Master. They're having a holiday special.
I didn't watch that.
I like that.
Of course, I've always been just build stuff.
Yeah, so they.
But you watch them build it, so you watch them start from little scratch and then build it up.
Well,
that sounds boring. Like, I'll come back when you got a halfway build.
No, so they do like fast timing and stuff. So
okay, I'm like, I'll come back later. No, when I'm more fascinated.
It's a competition, and they give them a theme, and they got to create their outlandish Lego sculptures and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool. I like to see what they build. It's kind of like watching like the cake shows and baking stuff and see what.
I'm not fascinated with none of that.
See, I like it.
But I might have to check out the Legos, because I've never seen it. But I have seen the baking shows, and they just don't draw me in. I did not like the juniors, Chef Junior. Because he kind of got a little spicy with them kids too. And I know they had to sign waivers for that to be allowed, but I just didn't enjoy like the whole, like, I love food, but never been that big of a foodie.
Oh, see, I like especially like cakes. They like the baking. It interests me because I like to see them create these like crazy stuff out of nothing. Yeah. It's like there was one that me and Tamara watched on Prime. It's called Killer Cake.
Oh God!
But it was or Cake Killer or something like that. But it was Killer Cake. But it was a horror theme.
That would be awesome.
Baking competition.
They just got all these different types of baking competitions. Lord have mercy, y'all. There is so many shows. And if you love baking, you can find millions of them. So just get on streaming services and search baking shows. Yeah. But that is a lot of baking. But yeah, there's so many things that's coming for this holiday season. Always be checking out. We hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving and a good Black Friday. But that's all we have for this episode of Mix in Chat. I'm your boy Javi, back again and forever with my boy D-Lo.
Yo.
And we'll catch you next time.
Peace.